In episode 19 of the BoormanLawyers Court Reports, we take a look at a low-range drink driving offence we appeared on at Sutherland Local Court, where we achieved a Section 10 dismissal.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that 24/7 an understatement to my day-to-day. If ain't no way, then I'ma make a way. They say it ain't no way. I ain't never listened, kept them at the distance. This is for the ones who ain't afraid. And this is more than a paper chase. I wonder who else can say the same.
G'day, it's Josh Boorman here from BoormanLawyers. I'm just standing out the front of Sutherland Local Court, where I've appeared on a low-range drink driving offence. It was my client's first drink driving offence, and he recorded a blood alcohol reading of .079. So it was just below the .08 threshold, which would have bumped him up into the middle range category. The offence we submitted to the court had a relatively low level of objective seriousness, and that was because it was in the low range category still. It was a next day offence where my client was driving to work the next morning after consuming too many drinks the night before. At the time, he didn't feel drunk, he didn't feel intoxicated, and there were no physiological indicators there to turn his mind to the fact that he still may have had a presence of alcohol in his system from the night before. So those were the objective features which we presented to the court, which were somewhat less serious than if he had have just spilled out of a nightclub or a pub and gotten into his car and driven his car. The other issues that we presented to the court were the fact that our client went along, he completed a fully approved traffic offender course program. That's the SAVE traffic offender program. It's a very well run course. It's a one-day full course which teaches offenders about issues of driver safety on the road surrounding drugs and alcohol, and a heap of other issues about driver safety. So he completed that successfully, and we tendered a workbook and certificate to show the court that he had completed that course to a high degree. We were able to submit to the court that our client had a very strong need to be able to maintain his driver's license. You see, he works as a lift and escalator technical support person, so basically that means he needs to drive from location to location on a daily basis to perform maintenance and service works on lifts and escalators all around Sydney. So this, without a license, he would simply be unable to fulfill his role, and we got a letter from his employer confirming his employment and his role within the company and his strong need for a license. We were also able to submit to the court that without his ability to drive, he would face termination from his employment. He had a relatively strong traffic record over a period of 30 years. He had some minor traffic infringements over the years, but there was nothing major there. There was no prior drink drives, no suspended or disqualified drives. So we were able to use that traffic record to show the court that this particular incident, which was a next day offence, appeared very uncharacteristic of how our client would usually conduct himself on the road. That being said, we got a couple of other references. We helped our client put a strong letter of apology to the court. These were all documents that were well received by the magistrate. We did get a tough magistrate on the day, a tough but fair magistrate, and he was persuaded that this was a very uncharacteristic incident for our client that occurred, and he was willing to deal with our client under the provisions of Section 10(1)(b), putting our client on a 2-year Good Behaviour Bond. So effectively what that means is that he is not criminally convicted, he doesn't receive a fine, and he doesn't receive any disqualification of driver's licence. So really a Section 10 is like the holy grail of pleading guilty to offences in New South Wales, because it is the ultimate level of leniency. But in saying that, our client, the magistrate did put our client on a 2-year Good Behaviour Bond. So what that means is that he's got to be of good behaviour for the next 2 years. If he does break the law again within that period, which is unlikely, given his prior good record. But if he does break the law within the next 2 years, he can be recalled, brought back before the court, breached on the Good Behaviour Bond, and re-sentenced on this particular charge today. And he can pretty much guarantee that the court would not give him a second Section 10 if that was the case. But as I said, he has a very good traffic record, no criminal history, so that's very unlikely. And the positive thing out of this matter is that he is able to maintain his employment. He is able to maintain a conviction-free record, and he's gone along and learnt a lot about driver safety, and it's extremely unlikely that he will be caught out in such a incident like this again in the future. So guys, this is just another drink driving type of offence that we've attended at Sutherland Local Court down in the Shire, in the south of Sydney. If you've got any sort of major traffic offence, drink driving, drug driving, unlicensed driving, suspended, disqualified, any sort of serious traffic offence that you're required to go to court on, then rest assured that we specialise in these sorts of matters. Please feel free to give me a call on 1300 941 900. I'm happy to have a first free telephone consult with you, or alternatively go along to our website, which is BoormanLawyers.com.au. That's Boorman, BOORMAN, lawyers.com.au. We've set up this website as a bit of an information hub. There's a whole heap of information there on traffic laws, penalties, offences. There's blog posts, case studies, court reports, statistics, more videos just like this that you can watch and make yourself familiar with the potential situation that you might be in. And of course, if you've got to go to court, then feel free to contact me to discuss how we can best represent you when your matter comes to court. Thanks for tuning in today, guys.